Attention now to where you should maybe place your money on the games this weekend, beginning with the big one that we've been talking about all week. Time for the Week 14 picks of our man, Brandon Lang.
All right, Russ, Magic of Thanksgiving, 4-1 last week, 2 for the money best bet winner on the Steelers, hammering the New England Patriots. We'll get to another 2 for the money best bet winner in just a moment. First game, we're going to take a look at the Ravens and the Redskins. And let me see, did the Redskins sign any new players on offense? Any new offensive linemen? Any new wide receivers? No. So what's going to happen in the 7 days with this offense that's going to allow them to execute against this Ravens defense? If at home against the Giants, they couldn't execute. If at home against the Steelers, they couldn't execute. Even at home against the Cowboys, struggling to score 10 points on what I feel is a very average Cowboys defense. The third best against the spread team in the NFL this year is the Baltimore Ravens, 9-3 against the spread. And it's going to be a matchup of Jason Campbell and the Redskins offense against this Ravens defense. I'm going to lay this 5 number and call for the Ravens to do exactly what Dallas, Pittsburgh, and the Giants did. Shut down the Redskins and get a big-time victory. Ravens minus the 5. Now, Philadelphia and the Giants. People looked at me like I was crazy when I took Philadelphia over the Arizona Cardinals last week. But it was a perfect spot for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you know what? Arizona was in a letdown situation off their battle of the Giants the Sunday before. Well, guess what? The Giants are finally in a letdown. Plexico Burress situation. And one thing about that Philly-Giants matchup, Burress has always caused the Eagles problems. Well, guess what? No Burress today. I like what the Eagles showed me last week. Giants in a flat spot. I'm going to grab Philly plus the 7. I'm going to buy the half and get 7.5. Protect myself, Philadelphia, plus the 7.5. Now, let's go to the Jets out in San Francisco against the Niners. Wow, San Francisco goes into Buffalo and beats the Buffalo Bills, holding them to 3 points. That same Bills offense that went to Kansas City the week before and put up over 50. Jets, they beat Tennessee and get beat by Denver. Now traveling all the way to the West Coast, laying more than a field goal. I told people this Jets secondary can be had. You saw it by Denver. I'll be glad to take the Niners plus the 4 here in what I think will be a field goal game. Now let's go to Chicago where the Jags and Bears hook up. And pay attention here. In Week 13 of the NFL season, if the Chicago Bears are 700 or less in their win percentage, they are 0-14 straight up and against the spread. Guess what? The Chicago Bears are playing in Week 13 here in 2008, and their win percentage is less than 700. I think it may go to 0-15 against the spread straight up and against the spread. Jags plus the 6.5 here. 2 for the money best bet winner. I'm going to come right back with the Steelers. I told the world that Pittsburgh was going to go up to New England and get the victory. Why? Matt Castle versus Dick LeBeau in the #1 defense in the NFL. Advantage Pittsburgh, victory Pittsburgh. Here you go. Dallas, what have they done? They got buried by the Giants, went into their bye week, came out of the bye week and beat Washington, Seattle, and San Francisco. I don't see the #1 defense in the NFL. Do you? And I got Tony Romo against Dick LeBeau and the #1 defense in the NFL. You know what? Advantage Steelers. I'll lay the 3. It goes 3.5, buy the half. Never get beat by the hook. 2 for the money best bet winner #2 in a row on the Steelers minus the 3. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Back here with you next week.
Brandon Lang, ladies and gentlemen.